Yo, what's going on, people? Back again for another Realer Than Most. Turkish is in the building. What you saying, bro?
Come on, G. Come on, G. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. I'm good, man. What are you saying?
I'm nice, bro. I'm nice. I'm just chilling, bro. Can't complain, bro. Can't complain.
Yeah. Looking forward to Christmas, yeah?
Yeah, bro, man's chilling, bro. You know what it is, bro. It's just another day, man.
Charles, I see your message earlier. You're still working Christmas Day, so it is what it is, really.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm still working Christmas Day, bro. Ain't no tree up in my house, but it's just a normal day because it just means I'm just gonna eat loads of food and chill, fam.
Yeah. I hear that. Same thing, really. Family, food, chill. That's about all you can really do right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Big up everyone inside as well. Make sure you smash the like as you're coming in, and big up the Twitch gang. You already know what it is, man.
Come on.
What you been making of the last few days, anyway, blood? In football, blood. Yeah, I'm saying there's been a lot being said coming out of your club. It's all a bit mad, bruv. Your manager had a bit of a stat attack the other day, blood. Bit of Tourette's and that, blood.
Fam, all this XG, GX, XA, all of this stuff, I don't know what's going on, fam. I'm not going to lie to you. I know it does seem interesting and it does seem like a good way to analyze things. But at the end of the day, yeah, when you're on a run of 1 win in 10 games and you're telling us we had a 67% chance to win against Everton, it's all mad. It's all mad. 25% chance last season, 67% chance this season, 9% against Tottenham, 6% against Burnley. I don't actually know what's going on. I'll be honest. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Bruv, I don't know, bro. There's something. Is it stat DNA or something? Someone told me that like your club use or something like that, and that's what I mean. The football's just turning into a stat game now, isn't it? And it's so annoying, blood. It's so annoying because there's so many things that you can't legislate for, yeah, with stats, yeah, that like they have a place in the game, yeah, but when you start overly relying on them, yeah, bruv, you just look deluded, cuz.
That's what it is, man. That's exactly what it is, bro. I don't want to be hearing about stats when the main stat is 1 win in 10. Let's be honest here. Either be honest about why we're here, yeah, be honest about it, or I don't know what the other or is, but for him, it must be try and look for the positives because that's what he's trying to do with this XG stuff. Because people have turned to me and said, XG, all of this stuff, it's a good way to analyze, form. It's a good way to analyze, what's going wrong. And okay, cool, it might be. I don't know enough to like go for or against it. But what I do know is, like you said, you don't start talking about percentages and all that when we're losing to Burnleys and whoever else along the way. To be honest, it's too much. It's too much at this time. After all these years of patience, anger, frustration, be excited, be patient again, and now it's down to percentages. We have to look into. Oh, fans ain't hearing no percentages. XG, I'm not hearing none of that.
But that's what I'm saying. And the thing is, that takes in consideration how your team are doing. But sometimes you have to take into account what the other team are doing as well. Like that. It's just like saying expected goals and that. Like that's supposed to work out the quality of the chances. But bruv, sometimes you've just got a goalkeeper that ain't letting you score, bro. It happens, bro. Like when a lot of goalkeepers come to Man United, they turn into like prime flipping Van der Sar, blood. I see it all the time.
Yeah. But that's what I'm listening. If you've won, like, let's say you're on an 8-game run, you've won 6, drawn 2, yeah, and then you go and lose that 9th game, and the manager comes out afterward and says, "Listen, I feel like obviously we've done what we always do, but today we were unlucky." If you look at the percentages and the stats behind the game, to be honest, we should have won today. We had 67% chance of winning. Then I might read on it upon a little bit more and think, okay, cool, but let's see the next game, because I'm only giving that excuse a 1-game run. Like, you can't keep on talking about percentages. Percentages need to turn into goals, assists, clean sheets. Like, that's the main thing.
But that's the thing. You look at it, like my man said, the eye test tells you, yeah, that you man are playing shit. You don't need stats to be like, yo, watching Arsenal's boring. You're not creating a lot of chances. Aubameyang's not scoring goals because he's not getting chances. It's not like he's missing bare chances, bro. He's not a striker that misses bare chances. Like that. So the reason he's not scoring is not because he's off form or not because he's fluffing his lines. It's because you're not creating. So when my man's coming up with all these numbers, it's like, come on, bruv, like, be serious now, innit? Like, man are watching you and we can see that you're underperforming for the tools that you have at your disposal, blood. Like, man don't need Man don't need a pen and paper and an Excel spreadsheet, yeah, to kind of work this one out, blood. It's clear to see that you man are just shagging.
Yeah, above. And even a few weeks ago, what did he say? He said, and he was right with this one. That's the thing with Arteta. Like, he speaks so well at times that you can't let him off with speaking nonsense around these times. So I don't let him off with it. But recently he said, like, creativity has been a problem here for years, he said. He said just because Oba was getting 80% of the goals didn't mean it's not going to come to a point where that stops happening. And he needs his colleagues, his people around him to perform, to be adding goals. And he's right. But what, on the other hand, I don't get is how you can say you was fully supported and you got and you feel like fully backed at the club, when on one hand you're telling us creativity has been a problem for 3 years. On the other hand, you're telling us that you're fully supported and fully backed. So if you are, why didn't you get the creativity? Or was Willian your idea of creativity? I'm not too sure, but if you're taking it upon yourself and I can say you're right for this, I can't dismiss this as anything more than being a puppet, falling in line, or complete delusion. It has to be one of them. Like,
but this is it, and there's no way that Willian was his idea of creativity, because bruv, let's be honest, Willian ain't a creative player, bro.
Yeah, he isn't. And when you look behind the stats and all of this, I don't know whether they look behind XG. Maybe Willian's XG for the past 3 years has been better than his actual goals and assists. I don't know, bruv. I don't know what's going on no more.
I don't know, bro, but I've never seen Willian as a creative player. I've never seen it. Do you know what I mean? So for me, like, that's a mad thing. That don't make no sense.
There's one thing Willian like always brought to Chelsea, yeah, and that's like application, determination.
Yeah, he's always been a workhorse.
Yeah. So he'd have patches of like goals and assists and free kicks and a good period, but it would never stretch more than, maybe a few weeks. That's why he's never scored over 10 in the league. But the bare minimum, you get someone who cares about Chelsea and who will work their socks off for Chelsea. But you don't get that at Arsenal because he doesn't care about Arsenal as much as Chelsea. So when he's not getting the goals and assists, this is what you get. Without that application, the determination, the love for the club, the fans. Apparently, someone told me earlier he's been blocking a lot of Arsenal fan pages recently because of the pressure. But that to me is him.
Willian.
Yeah, Willian. That to me is him looking at these fan pages and thinking, fuck these lot, block. Fuck these lot, block. It's not him crumbling, or it's not him, being affected by the pressure. It's him just ignoring it. He's come here for a payday and 3 years. And at the end of the day, I can't lie to you. For us to get him out of the club, it's going to have to be his choice.
That's exactly what he's come for. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash the like button. And this is Harry Pinero's t-shirt, innit? That's why them man are asking me what t-shirt it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think you can buy them anymore. Like, they're for a limited time. So when they came out, I bought mine straight away. And yeah, you're right. I heard he's on 200 racks. 200 racks a week, 3-year deal, bro. He's come on a nice little retirement package. Just brother don't care.
Yeah, you can't get rid of him now. He's here minimum of 2 years, unless the fans put him in a position where he's either shook to stay here, which will never happen, or he's either fed up. How can you be fed up on 200k a week in the city you've been living in for 7 years? That won't happen either. So in 2 years, he might, decide, all right, I got a year left. I've got this offer coming in from America or China or Qatar, wherever. Let me take it. For the first 2 years, no one's offering him anything like 200k. I can't lie to you. Nobody.
Yeah. It's unbelievable, bruv. And it's like, where do you go from here? It's like, providing he survives the season, I'm guessing that the board's probably told him he's got the job to the end of the season, and then I don't know, maybe he'll get like some more money to spend. But bruv, where you are now, I don't care. Man could talk about bedding in, period, and that. You lot are better than where you are. Like, you're better than the style of football you're playing.
Yeah, because you know me as well. I try and keep it real. Yeah, even me in the summer, I said, all right, if we get Partey and Aouar, I said we can challenge for top 4. But I said, because we got Partey, if you're asking me a prediction of where we'll finish, I said 5th to 12th. I said I can't tell you where, but it can be 5th, it can be 12th. Do you get what I'm saying? In the end, right now, we're 15th, bordering on 16th, 17th, with games in hand and other teams when we're playing them in a few weeks. But, bro, for me, if Arteta stays, I don't care. If Arteta gets sacked, I don't care. If we get sacked and we don't even appoint a manager for the rest of the season and Per Mertesacker's in charge, I don't care, because right now it's up to the people above to fix the whole problem. And even today, Arteta said Edu's dealing with January and the summer. The plans have been made. And I like that because Arteta, as much as you've taken it upon yourself a lot, you've now told us Edu's got the plan, January, and he's got the plan for summer. So let's see what happens in January. Yeah, let's see if the plan gets implemented, and more often than not, it's not. And then let's act accordingly.
But then what he's saying is that he's a head coach and he's not the manager, and that Edu picks the players that are coming in effectively.
I don't know what's going on because he got made the manager in the summer rants, you know. About
he
all
got
of
made the manager, but that means he ain't got no say over who comes in, who goes out. He probably ain't got no say over Ozil playing or not playing. It looks like that he's just the face of a broken regime, blood. That's what it looks like, because at least at my club, with the shit like Harry Maguire and that was clearly a social signing, innit? Clearly social wanted him, bro. Like,
yeah.
But some of these Arsenal, man, bruv, maybe Arteta's just being given ballers. I feel like that's what's happening, bruv, because when man saying, oh, Edu's got the thing, bruv, like, what? Like, Edu's not the gaffer, bruv.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. And when you made him manager, look, this is how I see it now. The more and more like we go along, and the more like Arteta takes some of the ownership, Edu does, and what I've seen in the last like year or so, it's like they've given us Edu and Arteta, they've put them together like and said, this looks good, you know, in pictures, this looks good, good teeth, good smile, you know, a bit of connection with the club. One was around in the glory days. One was captain for the FA Cup recently. Let's put them together. They have a nice smile. They talk well, you know, and let's sell it to them. That's actually what it looks like, because neither of them are experienced enough to be talking about be patient and trusting us and all of this stuff. We need somebody there with experience, whether it's Arteta, whether it's Edu, like they all need to change. Do you get what I'm saying? But it comes down from the top. They'd rather sell us a package like that, what looks good on paper, in pictures, in quotes, in press conferences, rather than what we need and what they need. They need someone that's going to challenge them upward. They need someone that's going to be like, hold on, you men are taking the piss. You're going to give me 40, 50 mil this summer? All right, cool. But who are you going to get rid of for me? They need someone that's going to challenge, not someone that's going to be like, all right, I got 50 mil. Can you get rid of Bellerin for me? No? All right, I'll work with him next season. You know? That's what we're getting at the moment. So it's just...
you need someone that's going to come in and dash away the players you don't want and literally at least have an impact instead of just adding more man to the shit show, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's just what it is. This man said here as well, if we can't understand what Arteta is trying to say, then it shouldn't be a surprise if the players can't buy into his philosophy. Blood, I wouldn't be surprised if these men don't even know what he wants from them, bro. Because
Willian said that, I think. Willian said, not said he doesn't know, but he said, like, I'm not used to this. And at 32 years of age, if you haven't been there, done that, and seen it all, then I don't know what Arteta is trying to bring in that Willian hasn't seen. Do you get what I'm saying? Willian's been through Jose.
When did he say that? What was the context of that?
I think it was an international break early on, and he said he was asked about struggling early on, and how he said that, listen, it's taken a bit of time to get used to the way Arteta wants us to play. Sometimes the communication lines are not as, but he didn't diss him. He kind of made excuses for himself, innit?
Okay.
But for me, it's like Chelsea. You've been through so many different managers, tactics, Conte, Sarri, Mourinho, whoever else in between, and you're coming now and saying you've never seen this before. It's like, do I trust Arteta to bring a new philosophy into world football that's going to change it, like a Guardiola?
One second. Turkey's just frozen, blood. 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Yeah, I don't know what's happened there, bruv. We'll just wait for man to jump back in. I do not know what's happened there. 1 second. No, he'll jump back in, bruv. 1 second. Let me just go through your comments while he jumps back in. All right, Anas. Also, I got Red Talk with Saeed. With Saeed coming up after this, at 7 o'clock, innit? So a lot of your United focus stuff, we'll talk about that there, 100%. Yeah, fam.
Yeah, come on, man. So I don't know what happened there, But yeah, it is what it is. Man said free Turkish, they got him. Blood, my Insta got disabled the other day, fam. I don't know what was going on. Like, people were telling me Kroenke's out for man. I woke up Saturday. Imagine I open Insta, it's telling me you've been deleted. Like, put in your phone number. I'm thinking, what?
What?
Yeah, a couple of days later, they put it back on. No. Well, they gave a reason. They said you're impersonating someone else. My thing is, put a blue tick on that profile. If you think I'm big enough for someone to impersonate, now I've proved it. You might as well verify it. But they've gone quiet all of a sudden. So lucky.
But that's what I'm saying.
Where was we?
You're just talking about Willian, bruv, and basically what the context he was using.
It was like he was making excuses for himself. And at the end of the day, if Willian hasn't seen it before, how can I trust that? Not that I trust Willian with anything more than experience. Willian has got experience. He's not showing it on the pitch, but he has got experience in him. He's been around. He's been at Chelsea for a long time, but he's been around managers, and each and every manager have favoured Willian. Did anyone not favour Willian? I think one manager didn't, but it is what it is. Overall, he made a career out of Chelsea.
But every club that Willian's been at, at Chelsea, bro, he's pretty much been first team. Yeah, he's pretty much been a starter. I mean, I know Jose liked him, but he's a Jose player, innit? He's a workhorse.
Yeah, I think maybe did Sarri like him? Did Sarri like him, or did Sarri? I'm not sure.
I don't think Sarri liked him. I think Sarri was the only Chelsea manager that didn't have him starting. I could be wrong. Chelsea fans, let us know. But from what I know, Willian's always been quite impactful at Chelsea, and he's always had a decent role there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I'd expect to hear some more. How can you say, what was it? Let's say in September, you're saying that you spoke to Arteta and you see us challenging for the Champions League in the next 3 years. But from September to November, December, it's changed to, I'm struggling to adapt to Arteta's style and philosophy. It's like, what? Come on, man. More ownership. 32 years of age. You've been here for time. You're meant to be. You've been sold to us as one of the leaders. All of this shit that we got sold with Luiz, with Czech. No, it's experience, but it's not the experience you need at a football club. Like they're not going to put their all in for you. They've been there, done that at a rival club. It's not like they've been there, done that at Barca or at Juventus. They've been there, done that at Chelsea Football Club, and you're taking them after Chelsea don't want them no more, and thinking we're going to be able to catch Chelsea, which we haven't done. You know, it's mad, and that dates back to how long ago when we signed Czech? 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, a while ago.
Mad. It's people saying Conte didn't like Willian. I knew it was one manager that didn't like him.
Yeah, didn't fancy him, bruv. But to be fair, Conte, and I think he fell out with David Luiz as well, but I think he fell out with them Brazilian man still.
Yeah, they seem to have some pack, but obviously he went with fullbacks as well, Victor Moses and Marcos Alonso. So I remember, the need for wingers wasn't really there as much. And who did he use in the middle more? Hazard and whoever else. But it is what it is. Willian is dead right now. I'm not reminiscing.
And I've seen someone saying here, what do you think of the whole German / Bundesliga contingent at Arsenal supposedly down in tools for this manager, bro? Like
Ozil, Kolasinac,
bruv, even fucking Aubameyang, all them man there, bruv, they come from fucking. It doesn't. What's the other guy's name? The defender that you've got, Mustafi. All of them man there. All of them man there are like a close group, innit? And it's like all of them man are either not playing or their form's gone out the window, fam.
Should I be honest with you? Yeah? Aside from Aubameyang, all of them men are dead. So I don't know whether it's down tools or whether it's dead because they ain't got no tools.
Socrates as well.
Yeah, Socrates. You know what? Socrates, he hasn't been here long enough for me to call him and dislike him as much as a Mustafi or a Xhaka or a Ozil. But
when he first came, man were talking this you up like he was meant to be a baller and that. And then
Mustafi or Socrates?
No, the Socrates blood. He looked all right, and then, bruv, I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. It's just like, did you just decide he didn't want to play ball? No.
Arsenal. I mean, like you're gonna look decent in a Dortmund team that's only challenging with one or two other teams in Bundesliga. I know it's an open league, but it's not like Dortmund had the greatest of defense during his time there. But what he brought was something new to us, which was a bit of roughness at that time. At that time, we were coming off the back of like Koscielny's and people like that. Fam, coming from that sort of a mug type defender to a defender that looked like he was solid, looked like at least he had heart and determination, not as much quality. That didn't work out too. Mustafi, I remember when people first saw Mustafi, it was like, yes, we've got the centre back we need. That's why I can't really run away with Gabriel yet. Give me a year, give me 18 months, then I'm gonna start rating you.
Nah, facts. I'm saying, and that's the list of players. Look, Kolasinac, Ozil, Mustafi, Xhaka, Socrates. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blood. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously your striker's not playing well. It's just mad, bro. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's little clicks in there, brother. And bare these man just look like they're done with this manager. I can't lie. I can't really look at too many players and say, right, they're playing for Arteta. The one thing I can say with my team is, as much as my manager's inept, yeah, his man management is obviously good enough to the point where the players are still playing for a minute.
Yeah, no, I hear that. And them 5 names there, all of them can go this summer. Well, aside from Xhaka, I see everyone else going. I hope Xhaka's added to that list, bro. But I know, well, Ozil, Mustafi, and Socrates, their contracts are done. Xhaka, he needs to go. Kolasinac, his contract's a bit of a hefty one. But to be honest, Ozil needs to subsidize his contract. Ozil needs to take Kolasinac with him as security car. We've seen what happens in those situations. It's all mad. They need to all go this summer, all 5 of them. What tools have these men got to down? I know Ozil in his prime had some of the best tools we've ever seen. But right now, all of them man there have no tools for me to say they've downed tools. All they've got is a mouth in the background chatting shit with each other and I don't know, going shisha every once in a while, getting caught out and all this stuff that this club I'm sick of seeing over the last however many years, man.
Yeah, 100. Oh, 1.3 in here. Guys, smash that like button. There's not even 300 likes and we got 1.3 1.3 thousand in the building. So make sure you smash that like button, people. Throw up your emotes if you're on Twitch as well. My mom said it's ridiculous that a player like Xhaka has so much influence, dead player. But sometimes the thing is with football dressing rooms, it's not just your ability that gives you influence. It's how long you've been at the club. You know what I mean? It's what kind of player you are. You know them ones. Like these lot of brethrens. I say it all the time. These man are brethrens. These man's kids go to school together. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of different reasons why people become prominent in dressing rooms. And that's why I said, yeah, at my club, giving Harry Maguire the captain's armband was so wrong for so many reasons, bro. Because there's a hierarchy in a dressing room. You don't just bring in a new player from another club, a club that's beneath you as well, yeah, and then give him the armband.
Too soon, especially right or wrong choice. It was too soon anyway, you know.
Yeah, it was horrible, blood.
Regardless. But bro, Xhaka, I'm tired of talking about these man. You know, Xhaka's another one that, like you said, you see when players come to a club, when we sign new players, if we've still got all of this mess in the side, these are the players that are going to greet them, welcome them, make them feel at home. We don't need these men making them feel, any new signings feel at home. You know, if it was up to me, Gabriel would have come in, Partey would have come in. He wouldn't have met none of them, man, because I don't want them, man, to rub off on him. But we've got in a 25-man squad, I'd keep about 8 players. That's 17 we need to get rid of. So you're going to find people like that are going to bring them in. Bellerin, you know, been here so long since his youth days. Oh, yeah, come, let me show you around, you know, and then starts talking to him. You know, if he has the balls to say things like, "Oh, Sanchez wanted to win too much," imagine what he's saying behind the scenes and to the people around him, fam. So we need to get rid of 7-8 man in one window, 7-8 man in the other window, just to completely overhaul it. Otherwise, you're going to taint new players with the same brush. Someone like Partey, you can't taint because he's been there, done that, and in my opinion, he's just an outright winner. He's a beast. So when you put him on the pitch, he knows what he wants to do. Gabriel, I don't know enough of yet, but he doesn't seem to be tainted yet with the shit around him. And let's hope he doesn't. But then there's been players that have come in that we thought, yeah, they might be good, but essentially have they been tainted with the same brush, like no pressure? No, like look at Pepe, for example. You know, yes, there's pressure on him from the media and from fans, but is there pressure from within the club? The right sort of pressure? It's not his fault. You know, we're not a breeding ground for quality right now. So when you bring these men in, yeah, it's a breeding ground for comfort. They're coming into comfort because there's too many players from that comfort era, the Wenger era. Get rid of the comfort, bring in men that challenge each other, you know, characters, and then you might start getting some sort of direction and some sort of passion and leadership on the pitch and ownership. Right now we don't have anything.
Facts. No, I'm saying facts, man. Who you man got? Are you man in the? Yeah, you got Man City today, innit?
Yeah, 8 p.m. man.
Rotted. I was just about to say, because yeah, we play tomorrow, blood. Like, how you feeling about that, boy? What's your predictions that before we move off Arsenal, blood?
This is vodka, yeah. That's my prediction for the game, bro. I can't lie to you tonight. Guardiola goes strong in the cups. That's the thing.
Yeah, he loves the League Cup, that's his favorite cup.
Yeah, and Arteta tends to go stronger than we usually think as well. I think we'll play a strong team. I think he should play a strong team because the more we play our strongest team, the more other fans at Arsenal realize that these men are dead. There's no chances to give. If you keep on taking them out the limelight and back in, it's like inconsistency. People give them excuses. Nah, put them out there, League Cup, put them out there against Chelsea this weekend. I get it. But at the same time, I'd like to see bits and bobs in there that will give me some hope, like something to enjoy, like maybe a Balogun up top or a Emile Smith-Rowe. Not that's going to change much, but at least I have a connection on the pitch. Saka's won, but essentially, I'm not sure Saka will start tonight because he's getting battered around every game. Every game he's going down. It looks like he's injured, but he keeps on standing up and being the best output we have in attack. Yeah. Overall, tonight, I think City are going to beat us. I don't think there's two ways about it. 3-1 probably. Wait, did I say 1? Well, yeah, I say 3-1. Fuck it. They're probably going to attack us so much we'll get a chance on the counter and score.
Mad thing. My man saying Saliba's probably going to get thrown in the deep end tonight. Has he played for you lot this season?
No, he hasn't. And tonight's not the right game to do it. Tonight is not the right game to put Saliba in because Aguero's going to start tonight as well. He didn't start on the weekend. Aguero's starting tonight. You want Saliba, a teenager, to go up against Aguero? Good luck. It might work out, but at the same time, I remember it's not the same. But Senderos, when he was young, he had a bit about him, Senderos. It looked good. Switzerland, Arsenal. All of a sudden, he comes up against Drogba, battered. Ever since that, not the same guy again. Because
that knocked the stuffing out of him early doors.
We threw him in too early, too young against, one of the best strikers in the world. And his confidence was ruined. From there, other players gained confidence. And the strikers that played him looked at him a bit differently. And just like that, you don't get the defender you thought you're going to get.
Facts. All right, big up everyone in here. 1.5 in the building. Smash the likes, man. Get us over 1,000 likes, boy. There's 1.5 in here. We've only got 400 likes in the vid. Anas, throw up them social quotes as well. There's a few social quotes coming in, him being asked about Pogba today. And you know what? It's mad, because bro, I'm getting so tired. so tired of talking about, man. You know them ones. Like, he's in a nice little bit of form now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nice little bit of form. He didn't play the last game for whatever reason. I can only assume that he's being that he was rested. Cool, because he had COVID and he's getting back to fitness. But bruv, there was some talk. There was actually some rumors today, saying how apparently he's going Real Madrid, and how they're gonna do a swap deal or something for Real Madrid players. Bruv, there's no one at Real Madrid that I would take, blood.
Yeah.
No, there's not one player I would take. They're all too old. You know them ones. For a rebuild, they're all past their best. There's not one player at Real Madrid right now that I would take in a swap.
What about Varane? I know he's kind of not been the same this last year, but Varane, no.
Bruv, Varane's good, but bruv, would I take Varane for Pogba?
Not direct. They'd have to put a bit of.
They would have to give my money. You know like that.
But I think Varane would be a decent addition if he can get his head right again, because the last year he's been a bit inconsistent.
Bruv, they'd have to give me money, blood. They'd have to give me money, bro. It would have to be Varane and money, blood, because Varane ain't worth what he was worth 2 years ago. You know them one.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I'll probably look at maybe Varane and 30 mil. 30, yeah, I guess that could do it. That could do it.
I mean, Tony Kroos is an old man, you know, like that. It's just one of them ones. Man say Valverde and that, but fam, bruv, we don't know what man's gonna do in the Premier League, fam. You know them ones. A lot of these men are in this comfort zone, in La Liga and that. Man will come here and do jack shit, especially defensively. See, when you're a defender in the Bundesliga, I mean the Bundesliga, La Liga, or whatever, you're defending against a different type of attack. So when you're in the Premier League, it's just like when you're a goalkeeper. When you're a goalkeeper in Spain, you ain't got to come for crosses and command your box. That's why when you get these goalkeepers from Spain, they come to England, they're shit in the bed all the time.
Yeah, 100%. Did is Pogba on his last year?
Yeah, he'll be going into his last year. He'll be going into his last year in January, I think.
So how much do you value him at with 1 year to go?
1 year to go, you probably get about 60 for Pogba now. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
27, something like that, 28?
No, 27. You know what I mean? You probably get
Yeah, you can get
get
60.
about 60 for a minute. I reckon he goes for about that, bruv. But even with that, yeah, you can't replace him with that. You know what I mean? You can't replace Pogba with 60 M's. You're mad, bro.
You can't. Is he 100% gone then?
Yeah, I think so. Why would
Yeah.
he stay? Like Solskjaer saying he's ambitious, he wants to have success like most of the other players that are in the squad. We're not all the same. I would say this squad has impressed me with their attitude. Then he said it's down to us to win trophies and let's see who will be part of the team going forward. So, bruv, it just looks like Pogba said to these man, listen, yeah, coming into prime of my career, you man have wasted 5 years of my career, ain't done nothing in the game, bruv. I want to go somewhere and win something. That's what it looks like. And bruv, how can you begrudge that, bro?
A bit of a weird one. The way Solskjaer's saying it is a bit like criticize us more than him.
Look at that. He said the more we win trophies, the more players will want to play for us. Paul has been here for a while and wants to win more trophies. He's got a good attitude to training and playing. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's blaming him, like not himself, he's blaming himself and others, saying that we haven't done enough to keep Paul Pogba entertained because he wants to win more and compete for more. Like, it's a bit of a mad one still, I can't lie. But obviously it works for Pogba. You know, it takes some heat away from him. But like you said, it's right. And it reminds me of the Van Persie thing. Remember we talked about it last week when Van Persie had more ambitions. He met with the chairman and he got showed finances instead of targets. And, you know, it stinks of the same shit. It looks like Pogba, as well as being up and down with the fan base too, because it's been a very rocky road for him. I think that's played a part. But he's moving into 28, 29, essentially his prime. One big contract left in him.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense right now.
No, absolutely. I think he's got to leave. I just think no matter what happens with United, yeah, it's ran its course, blood.
Yeah, I agree.
It's ran its course. He needs to leave, bro. I don't see a situation where he should even consider staying, bro. I don't think the fans as a whole deserve to have him at the club. I don't think the club deserve to have him because of how they've dealt with the situation after bringing him in. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think that's nah? It can't be really. Ole's not that type of manager. Because I'm stunned at the comments because it's bare honest of Ole, but it kind of puts pressure on the board and the Glazers because it's like saying you man ain't done enough to keep Pogba. So
yeah, but I don't think that is anything to do with the board or the thing because Ole's definitely a manager just happy to be there. He's not calculated enough to do it for that reason. If it was Mourinho, I might think, yeah, he might be trying to take a shot. Yeah, but I genuinely believe that, like, that's him just basically saying, "Oh, right, he's gone in it." You know, them ones stop asking about, man. Like, he's going, it's done.
Right.
One of them ones. He don't want to play no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to play for us long term. Like he said, we'll see who's here. But he also said that he's got a good attitude to training and playing. So he's saying, yo, stop picking on man, leave him alone. He's been calm, yeah, but like, do you know what I mean? It's run its course. Yeah, I'm right. So what? 5 years, one fuck all, bruv. A man could have gone Real Madrid.
So peak, I can't lie. You put it like that, it's mad. He
would have at least 2 Champions Leagues, bruv. He would have 3 Champions Leagues if he went to Real Madrid, you know.
Yeah, it was around that time they wanted him, innit?
Bro, he would have had 3 Champions Leagues right now. And he would have had about 2 league titles at least.
It's the risks. It's the risks you take, but as a football player.
It's wild.
It is wild still.
Man saying Cruz ain't that old. He's 30, 31. Yeah, playing in a league, yeah, that plays at like 10 miles an hour, bro. You're gonna come to the Prem. Tony Kroos will get swallowed up here, bro. Like, bruv, he ain't.
You don't want to be signing players 30, 31.
Bruv, I lie. But 30, 31 in midfield. Come on, bro. Get out of it. In the engine room. Nah, Tony Kroos can piss off, bro. You know, like that. Man don't want him.
Schweinsteiger type of signing. That's what that reminds me of.
But there you go. You know what I'm saying? That's just all it is, bro. I could not. Nah, I'm not here for no Tony Kroos talk. There's no one at Real Madrid that I'm taking in the swap for Pogba. You have to give me cold, hard cash, blood.
And try and move it onto someone else, somewhere else.
Yeah, cold, hard, fat. You have to give me cash, bro. Because these men are dead, fam. Like, honestly, when I look at this Real Madrid team, yeah, Real Madrid ain't, bruv, they're not a good football team right now. Do you know what I'm saying? This is it.
They're not.
It's a bloated squad. They got loads of players there that they want to get rid of. No one wants to buy. Do you know what I mean? So they're probably gonna try and say they're gonna try and flip in, do little swap deals and stuff because they probably got loads of mediocre players on a lot of money, similar to us.
Yeah,
similar to Barcelona. We're clubs, yeah, that in the past have been run well, and now in the present we're run so badly, yeah, that we've got loads of meaty players, yeah, on a lot of money.
Yeah, that's our problem, 100%.
Yeah, and that's what it is. You man, smash the like button. 1.6 in here. Make sure you smash the like. Let's get us over 1,000 likes. Where are we? PSG and Real Madrid would only buy him, bruv, and Juventus as well. But Juventus,
oh yeah,
I don't think he'd go back there. I think because he's already been at Juventus, I think if it was the only option, he'd go there because he knows it. But I feel like Real Madrid would just be perfect for him. Zidane's there. He speaks Spanish already. Do you know what I'm saying? And the weather's nicer. Do you know what I mean? I just think that that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, he can be there. Obviously, they've kind of been quiet over the last few years in terms of transfer activity, transition, overhaul. Pogba can be the big name they need, you know.
Yeah,
they always sign big names, and they do it every few years. And Pogba can be the start of the next set of big names they go for.
Yeah, absolutely. Man said, "Oh, the Pogba money can be invested in 2 players." It won't be though.
Nah,
it won't be though. You know what, owners? We'll sign him, yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll end up getting someone like a Bissouma or someone flipping cheap, yeah. Or someone from like in the championship or something. We ain't gonna sign him. We're not gonna sign another quality player to replace him. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, it looks like you lot have, changed your transfer method. You know, maybe 4 years ago I would have said you lot would just go and try and buy the next star, but not anymore. You know, you lot.
No way, bro. Brad, we missed out on fucking Thiago. Yeah, we missed out on Thiago for fucking because Southampton wanted McTominay on loan and Solskjaer wanted to keep him. So that's the kind of ballers that we're turning down in it and not going in for. So there's no way we're going to replace Pogba with a top class player, bro.
Mad. It's mad.
Oh, this thing, Saliba isn't in the squad, bro. Would you make of this?
They're good. Like, he can't just come into the squad against City. Like, you know what? Sometimes our fans need to hold their horses a bit, man. Like, I get it. I don't want to see Mustafi either. I don't want to see Holden either. I don't want to see Louise either. I don't want to see Socrates either. I don't want to see Chambers, any of them. But this season's a write-off. League Cup or no League Cup. You know, let's not kill Saliba before he gets going. City would not be the right game, but he should start getting some game time here and there sooner or later. It's not right to throw him in now either in the league because we need a win so badly in the league. Throwing Saliba in is not going to change our attacking intent and our creativity and our fluidity. Right. It might help our transition a bit if he can pass it out from the back quicker than Holden, which is possible, but not quicker than Louise. But our midfield is the worst part. So when they get it, that's where it all slows down, it all dies, and it all goes nowhere. So Saliba ain't making an impact now. So we might as well just hold off on him. He might be a top player. He might be the one we need. But even if he comes in now and he's fucking Maldini / Van Dijk, what are we going to achieve this season? Do you get what I'm saying? What are we going to achieve? Nothing much. So let's just hold our horses on him and focus on the main points, which this team is shit.
That's what I'm saying. 1.6 in there. Smash the like. Guys, get us to 1,000 likes. I think we're just over 500 now. Get us up to 1,000. What do you think the lineup will be then, knowing knowing what you know? Obviously, Saliba's not in there.
Oba's injured. So he went with Eddie on the weekend. So he's going to go with Lacazette, but I'd prefer him to go with Balogun. I'm not going to lie. At least that's someone fresh, someone new, someone City don't really know much of. Lacazette's a bit of the same. You know, I would go with Balogun, but he's going to go with Laka. It has to be Pepe and Saka on the wings. But he might throw Willian in there instead of Pepe, or he might have Willian in there somewhere attacking mid.
Yep.
The pivot in the middle without Partey, who cares? The defense next to Gabriel, who cares? I think Bellerin will start right back because he's been out of the last couple league games. And left back, I'd start Tierney. I think Kolasinac is done out here, so you might as well start Tierney and continue him up there. And in goal, I'd put Leno again because I don't care about the League Cup. what I care about is exposing all of these players for what they are. And as much as I wouldn't put Leno and whoever else in the same camp as the Xhakas and Holdings and Bellerins and all these, we need to see who's going to work this season and who's not. And that's for all of them.
Fair play, bro. Fair play. Big up everyone inside. 1.7 in here. You know what to do. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Super chat Casemiro CDM. Casemiro's too old, bruv. Again, he's someone. He's a good defensive midfielder, but bruv, past his best, bro. United need to get out of this thing where we're buying past their best players. You're coming in for paydays. That's what Arsenal are doing with the likes of Willian, like the Czechs, the David Luizes, and that. Like, bro, them kind of signings never work out. By then, these guys have lost their hunger. They've lost their love for the game. They've won everything they need to win at Real Madrid, bro. How do you come from Real Madrid to Man United and still be hungry, bruv?
Yeah, like, I agree. He's not as old as them, man, but he's getting on. He's definitely not past his prime. I think he's like 29, to be honest, but he's not past his prime, but he's been there, done that. And you don't, I don't know. It takes a certain type of mental, a certain type of character to move from club to club and still have that hunger, especially if you're winning and on top of the game. That's why Ronaldo is so credited, because he's won it all and he still goes on to other clubs to try win it all. You know, he doesn't ever let it slide. He doesn't, lower his standard or expectation, which a lot of players do moving on from other clubs. It becomes convenience, that last big contract.
Yep, it becomes a business. It becomes a business decision. It becomes a career decision as opposed to a footballing decision.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Absolutely. Big up you lot. Make sure you smash the like button. Going through your comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Camavinga to replace Pogba, bro. I'd love Camavinga in, but bro, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up at Real Madrid with Pogba. You know them one.
Yeah, because his name.
Bro, this is what Real Madrid do, blood. Real Madrid, yeah. You see, they do need a rebuild, but one thing about Real Madrid is these man will slap peas. They will buy a 4-5 man in the window if they need to. That's one thing Real Madrid always let man know, that they're ready to ball out.
Yeah, especially after the years they've had where it seemed like they've had to tighten the screws. Like once they're ready to release, Real are gonna release like they always do. Like you can always expect it. It might have gone quiet for a few years. It's gone quiet before, but I know they will be back eventually. And if that eventually is not an Arsenal, that eventually is like a year or two.
Absolutely. Big up everyone in here. North London, man, said Edmonton and that.
Come on.
That's it, bro. Man's talking about Memphis Depay.
Yeah,
he's on big wages. You're right. Memphis is on big wages, but I just think I don't like players going back to clubs like that. You know what I mean? It's just like it didn't work out earlier. It might work out now, but I just feel like that chapter's closed. Why reopen it?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You know I mean, Memphis has improved so much since he left us, bro. Even the other day, he scored a flipping Penenka. Yeah, that penalty was a joke, blood. Man just chipped it into the top corner, bro. Like his confidence is mad. He's wearing the armband there. Do you know what I mean? Man's worn the armband for his country. He's grown as a player. He's grown as a person. You know them. I just think he's quality, bro. But he is. I don't know. Like Man United, I just think that ship sailed now, personally.
I think I agree with you. Going back to the club, unless it's a club legend, trying to go back to, see his days out or provide some support, I don't agree with it. I think Depay, as an Arsenal fan, as a free transfer, I would usually say we should get him. But currently 15th position with, in my opinion, an outcome of lower than 6th. Even if we wanted him, he probably wouldn't want to come. So Depay is he's definitely improved. You have players that don't make it, but that character, they want to fight back. They want to push back. Zaha did it to an extent too. He might not have made it to the potential we all saw, but he had a tough time at United, but he came back to Palace and he made a name for himself again. And he was nearly on the verge of a big move, but it never materialized. But that's the sort of characters I like. So credit to Depay for that, because it did look like he was done and dusted early on. But here we are, a few of Europe's biggest clubs will win in this summer for free.
For real? Is that someone that you would look at?
Of course I would, because we need to change so many people. I mean, Lacazette needs to be sold this summer. Willian needs to be let go. Surely there's a clause in the contract where if you cancel it within the first 3 months, you see how when you go buy something from the store or something, you can bring a receipt. Surely there's something in there that we can do, man. Flip's sake, but because it hasn't worked out. If we had any nous about us, we would have put in the contract that, listen, we can analyze this in the first 6 months, January window, if it's not going to plan. But we probably didn't put no performance targets like that. We probably didn't put nothing to push him. But we need to get rid of a few attackers. It's not just midfield and defense. It's the attack that's going to need to change. Oba's 32, 31, 32, 3-year contract, 34. It's not, we need to think beyond Oba as well. And I'm not saying Depay is for beyond Oba, but Depay can do something now, and he can, be part of a new, fresh attack, especially for free. But like I said, a better team will be after him.
Facts. But the thing is, with the media in this country, and Depay's extracurricular activities and shit, the ones I don't know how they would take to man though, because I loved him, innit? Like, the thing is with Memphis, one thing I saw with Memphis is, bro, he's a hard worker. He was always doing extras in the gym. Every time he was on his Instagram, he was doing extra work. Do you know what I'm saying? Extra work, extra work, extra work. He took his craft seriously, but because my man makes music and does all these other things, bro, I just feel like the media would cane him here. You know them ones? They would kill him, bro.
He has to perform, but at that moment he starts performing exactly that. When you're a character like that, then you're bound to get it if you're not performing.
That's what I mean. I think the press would be proper onto man. Honestly, I think they would be proper onto man. That's why I wouldn't want that. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. I think these men are on him too much, and it's bullshit. We'll go back to this thing. It's a good topic to talk about before you wrap up. Just the lack of characters there are in football, bro, and the entertainers, innit? Like, the game's shit now, if we're honest, compared to what it was. But be all right, seconds. If United keep the form, run to GC United board offering Oli a contract. Nah. He's not getting a contract extension. I think that they've made up their mind about Pochettino, and I just think that Oli's probably going to see out the season, just like LVG did, and then they'll see if he wins anything.
Yeah,
which he won't. And then when he doesn't win anything, I think they'll just let go of him. Do you know what I mean? But I think that Poch comes in at the end of the season. I thought Oli would get sacked before then, but it looks like he's kind of weathered the storm, in it, so to speak, now. So I think he might just make it to the end of the season, or he might get sacked after. He might get sacked in the new year, but I don't know. Like, even LVG said the other day, he goes, "Listen, bro, I won an FA Cup, and then man had me out the door because Jose was available." Like, it's not about anything. Once these United board have made up their mind, it doesn't matter what man does.
That's it. It's up to them, really. That's where the buck stops.
You know what I mean? So I think Poch is definitely coming in. I think that Oli was always a stopgap. You know what I mean? He was always a stopgap.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't take him seriously as the manager to get us back to the top. Of course they didn't. Like, that's not even logical. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. We have to see, bro.
That's what time will tell.
Yeah, man. But this guy's saying there isn't many entertainers in football anymore. To be honest, apart from like Neymar and like Joao Felix, blood, I can't tell you any entertainers in modern day football, bro. Like,
yeah. It's true, really. You know what it is? It's the change in football and the more focus on the physics side of it, if that makes sense. The stamina side, the pace side, the efficiency side, the XG side. That's all part, bro. You think Zidane could live in a XG era? The XG era would have ripped him apart and ripped people like that apart on that list, but it's part of the change in football, and it is a bad change because you don't get these. Look, Ronaldinho, R9, then Nilsson, Robinho, Bergkamp, Zidane, Cantona, Okocha, things that are common, Neymar, Messi, things that are common is they love football. They love playing football. They love entertaining. They love the beautiful game, Not everyone has to love the beautiful game, and I don't want 11 players that love the beautiful game, but it is the beautiful game. It's called that for a reason. All of them, man, so cultured, they was so in love with football that it just became natural for them. And you mix that love with fights, hunger, determination, and most of them had it on there, some more than others. That's why they're all quality, some real legends on there. My favorite player of all time is on there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Some ballers, but yeah, I don't know. The game's just more tailored towards just robots now, blood.
Yeah. I mean, Okocha, someone I grew up on, Fenerbahce legend. Like, what watching Turkish football young, yeah, like with the uncles and that. I'm looking at this guy like, rah, doing a madness. And then
But
obviously, yeah, the other names on the list, all of them.
but that's what I mean. The days of man just having tech and having ability, bro. Even in the Premier, even though the overall level of the Premier League is higher now, yeah, like your average player is better. However, like the technical ability, bro, of some of the older players, yeah, bro, different levels, bro. Even Brez like two guy and that, bro. Like he was so techie, fam.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
fam.
what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
man like teams like Blackburn, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And even more Scamps Pedersen. I remember
Yeah,
him.
them man, techie, Morton Gabs, Pedersen, and that. And then now when you see it, you just see bare these man, yeah, that them man just run all day, bruv. Just kick and run merchants, in it. There's no real swagger, there's no real personality in the league, and that's why you look at players like Jack Grealish, bro. He's like one of the only modern day throwback kind of players, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
bit of a free spirit on the pitch.
yeah, free spirit can play anywhere. You know
Right.
them. The man say, "Oh, what position's Grealish, bro?" Grealish plays on from the left, but he's a 10. He'll pop up on the right. He'll pop up in the middle. He'll pop up at right back, get on the ball, move it. It's just like how Neymar plays for Paris. He don't have a position.
Yeah, it's
You know
like,
what I'm saying? He just
like
plays wherever he wants.
they look like they're just playing at the local park. When you see a player like that, different ilk, you know. Obviously, there is players like that don't have that roughness or edge needed to win. But if you mix the two, you have legends.
That's what I'm saying. And it is a system game now. It's very much about fitting, being a piece in a puzzle now, isn't it?
Yeah, bang on. That statement is bang on. The beautiful game to the system game. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what it is, yeah? Like that's why you see these things, team of the year, and you see players like Henderson in there. Bro,
Yeah,
he's so basic, bro. Like
yeah.
he doesn't have one attribute as an actual footballer, yeah. That's good, bruv.
That's why this generation, they wouldn't like not the young generation from this generation. Like they will never know, you know, the full extent of like. It's so easy to compare on paper and look at maybe a Zidane or even an R9, for example, and think, you know, he's not as good as people make out. Maradona, rest in peace. You look at it, you might think he's not. But bro, you know, football's not all about XG and percentages and stats and
Bro, like look at this thing that my man said. Even this, yeah, like it's true in the modern game. When you look at Mo Salah, yeah, he's decent technically, but he's a pace and power player.
yeah, it's
So
different.
is Mane. So is Rashford. These pace and power players now, yeah, are putting up crazy numbers in this modern game, yeah, because the modern day defenders are very shit. Do you know what I'm saying? They're very shit. You know what I mean? And I saw something, and a few ex-pros have even said it. Like, it's almost like the players that would have been centre mids, yeah, back in the day are now playing centre back.
Yeah,
You know them.
Oh,
The defending is defending now. The main attribute for being a defender now is having a bit of pace, yeah, and being half decent on the ball. That's it.
yeah.
Back in the day, defenders used to be defend first, didn't it? Now defenders are, oh, can you play out from the back?
Yeah, that's what it's all
But it's an attacker's dream to be playing against defenders that don't really want to defend.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
know what
it's
I'm saying?
it's tailored for them. Like that's what
It's
it is.
tailored for them. Like you look at the fullbacks today, they're all failed wingers, all of them. They're not actually defenders first.
Yeah, because
You know?
it was a good mix that we just talked about, like the quality of Zidane's and R9s and Ronaldinho's and Robinho. Then we talked about their quality, and it was a good mix with them, yeah, who loved the game, had technical brilliance and a winning mentality, with the defenders of that generation who loved the game, didn't have much technical brilliance, but they was warriors. And then on that have warriors and technical masters, and it like for me it was
It's
a
a
lot.
good blend, yeah.
Yeah, bro, it was a lot more enjoyable. Like the battles on the pitch were a lot more prominent. Like even the Keens versus Vieiras back then. That's just one out of a big bunch we could pick out across world football. It's just warriors, technical. Now it's like this person said, a system game. Who can run the most? Put them on the wings or the wing back position.
Exactly. Who's gonna press this, that, and the other? And that's why when you see someone like a Henderson, bro, and the reason why man uses him because he's in a great system, yeah. And bro, you man are forgetting he was at Sunderland, bro.
Yeah.
Sunderland. When Liverpool bought him, everyone turned their nose up at their feet. and everything like that. Because, bro, he's not no wavy baller. He just does a job in it. And in the modern game, yeah, you just need to be able to do a job. That's all you need to be able to do in the modern game.
Yeah,
That's it, bro. You don't even have to be a great footballer in the modern game. You just do a job, blood.
and your
You know
job
what I
might
mean?
be a certain parameter on the
Bro,
attack.
this is it, bro. And if you do that job in a certain system, man will be saying you're world class and that. Allow it.
Yeah,
Do me a favor, bro.
Now are sickening, bro. It's sickening. Some of the comparisons you hear, I don't want to hear it. That's why I stay off the internet and Twitter, bro, because you only hear nonsense more often than not.
Bro, some joke thing. Man saying Liverpool bought Henderson for 3 million. No, they didn't, bro. Henderson went for like 25 M's or something like that, bro.
2025.
Yeah, like him, Andy Carroll, Liverpool spent bare money on them English dons.
Yeah, Charlie. I remember them times.
Charlie, Adam, Lambert, they spent money on all these guys, bro. And them man were dead, fam. Like all of them. Do you know what I'm saying? And now Klopp's giving this brer like career resuscitation, bro. And now he's lifted a Premier League and a Champions League. And the kids watching today will think that he's a decent player.
And well, the only thing about him is he's a good captain. I won't say a great captain. He's a good captain.
Yeah, in the system, but bro, he's not even better than players like Nicky Butt, who never started for Man United. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Nicky, but I get what you're saying still. I get what you're saying.
Nicky Butt didn't even start for Man United, bro. And Pele gave him player of the tournament in the World Cup. Remember?
Henderson don't even start like week in, week out, even across the last couple of years. So it's more a case of what he brings vocally, I guess, than anything.
Yeah, but I hear that. But fam, yeah, because he's an old school British player playing in that system and that. But bro, honestly, bruv,
wise,
man, watch Nicky Butt play, yeah. Bruv, Nicky Butt shits all over this guy. And Nicky Butt couldn't get in the team because he had Scholes and Keane ahead of him.
I remember Nicky Butt still.
You know what I mean, bruv? It's a different game of football now, guys. So the way you're judging players and that now, you have to understand that the systems now are making players look a lot better than they are. These three players here, the Salah, Mane, Rashford, pace and power players. Yeah. That's what they are. They're technical, but it's all a pace thing. Because the Mane went through like, I think it was like 12 games or something with no goals or no assists and that. No one said anything. No one ever said nothing, but he's been going through quite a drought and that. And Sadio Mane is a good player. Do you know what I'm saying? But I said it to James, that Liverpool system has man looking a good 20% better than he actually is. He's a good player. He's a good player, but bro, he's not Neymar.
Obviously, yeah, that's
you know, like that. He's not Neymar.
Completely.
Bruv, them man are saying, oh, he's the best player in the world and that. Come on, bruv. It's that system, bro, because his numbers look wavy.
Yeah, it's a numbers game. Your numbers.
It's a numbers game. Like, Mo Salah's numbers are absolutely insane. Marcus Rashford's got decent numbers as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But literally 99% of his game is just pace and power. That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. That's the modern game, and that's what you have to understand now, guys. In the modern game, this is what players get judged on. You know what I mean? The whole entertainment factor. A lot of these players aren't good to watch now. We used to be able to watch a Kocha for Bolton. I know he's going to be entertained. Someone was going to get flicked or something was going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? We used to be able to watch certain players like a Berbatov or something and know that, yo, I'm going to see a great touch. I'm going to see a great pass. I might see a Rabona here and there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, there was bare players, fam.
Bruv, every team had at least two of them players that could do something. Do you know what I'm saying? And now, you just know that you're going to see a team's going to run hard, bruv. And do you know what I mean? Someone's going to score another goal and that. It's probably going to just... You get me, bruv? It's not the same.
You have VAR in there to just stop play all the time and people diving and looking at the ref saying VAR.
And in those days, yeah, we used to just judge the football just on what it looked like to watch it. And now everyone's flipping throwing XGs at you and XAs and GAs and all this. And everyone's telling you what GA this guy's got in this game. He's got 20 GAs in 15 appearances and that, bro. I couldn't care less about any of that, bro.
Trust me, they're above. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how maths and algebra became a part of football, but listen, watching the sport, bro, all of that stuff is all too mad, bro.
Facts.
Man, I try to take you back to school trying to teach me about XGs and all this, minus Y, pi, put in a bracket, square it, all of that shit. It's all mad.
Yeah. That's funny, man. And no, big up everyone inside, man. That was a good topic to round up on. No problem. And that's what I mean. Fans take the PNP tag as an insult. It's not an insult, but the funny thing is they've been using that PNP for black players all the time. But black players ain't the only players with pace and power, bruv. Like Steven Gerrard was a pace and power player, blood. You know them, man.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
what he was. As soon as Gerrard lost his legs, he was whack. You know them, man. Like that's just what it is, bro. Like pace and power is a real thing in football, and sometimes it gives players the edge on other players. Do you know what I mean? What they lack in technical ability, they make up in pace and power.
100%. It's attribute at the end of the day, you know. I don't know, like, nothing wrong with it. I think it's positives. It's a positive.
Yeah, you have to, man. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash the like. As I said, get us over 1,000 likes. Make sure you follow Turkish's channel as well. The is in the title of the video, man. So just make sure you click that, follow that. He's nearly at 35k as well. Yeah, big up, bro. So make sure you follow Turkish. Do you know what I mean? Rants Red Talk is coming up with Saeed straight after this. So make sure you stay here because you're probably not going to get a notification because YouTube only send out a certain number of notifications a day, blood. So I've probably hit my quota already. So stay on here, stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to be back straight in with the next show, people. Big up.
Come on.